everyone, welcome to a day in my life. In the morning I like to put on a hoodie because it's still pretty cold in the house. Our heater's not working really well. And here I am doing laundry for today because I haven't done so in a week. I love how we have these all-in-one detergents. I don't have to separately buy softener or detergent. I just throw one in. Okay, that was a bad throw. Now it's time to make my bed. So I'm clearing my clothes because I need to make space in my wardrobe to dry my laundry later. So I don't have a drying rack, but instead I use the hangers and hang them up in my wardrobe to let them dry. And also the weather in London is so dry that it will dry in one day. So I was trying to fix this light on my bed because it keeps falling out. But you can see it's really not working very well. But I fixed it. So I bought these really furry, fluffy slippers from Taobao, and they've been amazing because in the winter your feet get so cold. These are a must. So it's at this time that I receive an email notification from a law firm that I applied to, and basically I was rejected. I was feeling a little bit disappointed at that moment, but I recovered quite quickly because I'm quite used to rejections from law firms in the UK because it's so competitive here. So this is my very first attempt at making cold brew. I saw it in a YouTube video and I was just gonna recreate it. I didn't weigh any of the coffee grounds or the amount of water to put in. I just aga. So this is ground coffee from Waitrose. And I left it there to sit for a day. As you can see, this is around 2 p.m. in London and the sky is pretty gloomy today. We had pretty good weather the past few times, but it's getting gloomier. So this is me checking the application portal, and there we go. I was rejected by the London office. But I'm still waiting for the Singapore office to get back to me. Now I changed to these fluffy slippers because my feet get cold quite easily. So my only skincare routine is just using moisturizer. My skin cracks quite easily because of how dry it is in London. So I definitely have to remember to put moisturizer every day. So now it's time for lunch and I'm making udon, stir-fried udon today. I've always been very amazed by the shallots they have in the UK because it's quite different from the ones we have in Singapore. They're much longer, but they are equally fragrant and they're really good. So the first step I do is to put on some oil on the pan and then basically fry the shallots. And now I'm cutting up some chicken breast. I'm trying to include protein into my meal, so I've kind of forcefully put one whole chicken breast into this meal. So I boiled some udon just for a while to kind of soften it and get rid of the sour taste. And I've added some soy sauce, dark soy sauce, oyster sauce for flavoring. Now I'm adding the udon to the broth, and I'm gonna stir fry it a bit, add a bit of sugar. And while it's simmering, I'm gonna cut up some vegetables and wash them, because vegetables take really fast to boil. So I boil them in a separate pan, and I pick out the leafy parts because they cook really fast, and I wait for the stems to cook a while longer. And then I dump them in all together, mix, and it's ready. And of course, every time I eat, I have to watch Grey's Anatomy. It was quite good. And then after lunch, I had some fruits, and then collected my laundry. I feel like I spend at least 40% of my time awake doing laundry, cooking, washing, cleaning. And it's such a chore, and you feel so tired after all that you don't really feel like studying anymore. Back to more Grey's Anatomy. And now I have to do some work, so I open up my applications folder and I have to work on the Denton's application today. I don't know why, but applications are so difficult to go through. I have to mentally prepare myself before I do every application. So this time lapse looks quite long, right? But I'm just spending all this time writing out the answer to one question, which is just 250 words. Now back to more Grey's Anatomy. And now I'm going to make some coffee. We'll have instant coffee today because there's no cold brew. And obviously I drink lactose-free milk because I'm lactose intolerant. I shake it up to create some foam, and it turned out quite well at the end. So now I need to marinate some pork belly for dinner. I'm going to make roasted pork belly, which is xiaolu. And what you have to do is to marinate it in a bit of 5 spice and salt. In hindsight, that was way too much salt because it turned out really salty. So after a while, after I've left it there to marinate, I added more spices and like garlic powder, paprika, and so on. This is my flatmate helping me to hold the bowl because I literally can't film and marinate at the same time. So I added some vinegar, and now I'm putting it into the air fryer for half an hour at 200 Fahrenheit or around 90 degrees Celsius. Now it's kind of half cooked. I've added more vinegar and I've put it back. Now it didn't quite turn out as bubbly as I wanted it to. I had my dinner with roasted pork and some of the curry that my flatmate made, as well as some tomatoes. Surprisingly, it was quite crispy, and I don't know why I'm making that face. Because it was too salty, I had some yogurt and bananas for dessert, and I continued to work on my applications. I wanted to finish the Denton's application today because I didn't want to procrastinate anymore. This is how I look like in real time, just stoning. And this is me on the verge of giving up, but we press on. So now it's already around 2 a.m. I'm getting tired. My motivation is low, but I know I have to get through this. And filming this really helped because I had to leave my phone to record the time lapse and I wasn't distracted at all. And once I finished my application, that was the end of the day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you liked the video, do give it a thumbs up.